Hello, and welcome back to Kathy Houchins Stories. I'm Kathy Houchins, and I'm delighted that you're here with me. If you happen to watch episode 1, Author's Introduction, you would have learned a little bit about me. You would understand or have discovered that the Sisterhood story was actually conceived while we were all going through the COVID episode. And then I had a massive heart attack, which led to open heart surgery, quadruple bypass, as a matter of fact, and then on 10 months later to get a kidney transplant. Yes, all of that did happen. But it's all over now, and I'm thankful for that. Moving on to episode 2, story concept. That's what this video is about. I want to bring you deeper into the story. I want to introduce you to Hamps Bayou, where most of the action takes place. Not all, but most. And then I want to introduce you to the 4 extraordinary women who I call the sisters, are destined for something far greater than what they ever imagined. Okay, now let's go to Hamps Bayou. Picture in your mind a little, small, quaint southern town. There's Spanish moss hanging from the tall oak trees that are lining the streets, been around forever. The bayou waters run deep, and some of the local folks will tell you there's secrets buried out in that bayou, have been there for generations. Now, Hamps Bayou isn't just any small town. It's a happy and peaceful little place. There's a picturesque, beautiful park that's right across the street from the town square, where they hold festivals. But there is something in the air around Hamps Bayou that seems to be calling certain people. Who, you ask? You'll find out about them later. The people will also tell you about stories of the mysterious things that happen in their town, like the lights that bounce on the water at night in the bayou, and about some women that seem to know way too much than anybody else. And they'll also tell you about a darkness that seems to occasionally try to creep into their peaceful world. So why did I pick Southern Gothic? Well, it's easy for me. There seems to be something about the South that lends itself to mystery. Well, it does to me anyway. The history, the atmosphere, and when the past and the present seem to come together and they blur, kind of blend. In Hamps Bayou, the supernatural doesn't seem out of place. It seems like it's been there forever, just waiting. Now I want to introduce you to the 4 women I call the sisters. They're of the Sisterhood. They are Bella, Eleanor, Luna, and Evie. Each of them embody a pillar of strength that the others depend on. Let me share some background, a little bit of background of each of them. Bella, that's where our story begins. Trust isn't just something that she gives away. When Bella believes in you, you believe in yourself. Bella is the pillar of trust. But trust can be shattered. And when Bella's world falls apart, she needs her sisters more than anything. Her story starts everything in motion. It all ties back. Eleanor, she runs the town bank. She's the banker. When Eleanor speaks, everyone sits up and listens and pays attention. As a pillar of respect, she gives it freely, but commands it naturally. But respect doesn't protect you from tragedy. When Eleanor faces the unthinkable, her sisters become her anchor. Now Luna is the town attorney that everybody wants on their side. Loyalty runs through her veins like blood. She'll stand by you through anything. She is the pillar of loyalty. When one day she discovers something about her family, personal family, that shakes her to the core. Sometimes loyalty is tested in ways you never expect. And this brings us to Evie. Evie knows Hamps Bayou better than anybody. As the town real estate broker, she knows every property, almost all the history of the area, and every secret the land holds. Or does she? Evie is the pillar of honesty. She has visions of dreams and dreams that nobody else can see. Honesty compels her to share what she knows, even when the truth is terrifying. Now you have some background of the sisters. Here's what makes this series different. The first 4 books features one of the sisters that you met. However, each book has questions that pop up, not in the story, but to you. You're going to have questions about where did this come from and who is that and why did that happen? And each book ends with those questions still hanging there because you got to know what's going on. But the questions will pull you in deeper. For example, in book 1, story Bella, it ends with something totally unexplained. Book 2, Eleanor's story, adds another piece that doesn't fit into that puzzle. Luna's legacy, that's book 3. You're starting to see a pattern, but you don't understand it yet. Book 4, Evie's revelations, brings everything to a head. And then book 5, unveiling the truths, is where you get your answers, but they're in ways you never see coming. Now let's talk about the sisters' gifts that go beyond the pillars. These abilities have been dormant for their younger years, but started to come out when they were teenagers. You'll read that in Bella's book. It's like they were waiting for the right moment. Now, these aren't superhero abilities. These are subtle, mystical, deeply connected to the land and to each one of them. Now let's investigate the ancient evil. Power always attracts attention. There is something ancient, something hungry that has been waiting in the shadows of Hamps Bayou. Probably what those locals think are the secrets that have been sitting there. It is drawn to what these sisters respect. It will stop at nothing to claim that power for themselves. Now, why do I think you'll love this series? First, do you love unbreakable bonds between women? Second, are you drawn to mysteries that unfold slowly and beautifully? And 3, if you believe in the connections transcend blood and time, if you do, the Sisters Chronicles are for you. These aren't just books about magic and mystery. They're about what happens when ordinary women discover that they're capable of extraordinary things. They're about facing your worst fears with the people you trust the most. They're about the power of sisterhood in its truest form. Okay, I'm wrapping up this episode, and I want to tell you that what's here to come for the next episode, we're going to dive deep into Bella. Bella's story in particular about the woman whose trust starts it all. I'll share this behind the scenes about her character, how it came to life, what her crisis really means, and I'll even read some passages to you that'll introduce you to the magic in Hamps Bayou. And don't forget, all 5 books are available now, including the hardback connection. I have the Sisterhood book here somewhere, and I guess I put it away, but I will show it to you. Wait, is that it there? Nope. Well, I have no idea. Oh, there it is. I'm so sorry. Again, I'm new at this, so you have to bear with me. But this is the first book, Eleanor's story. The story of Bella, I'm sorry. This is the very first one. This is where it all started. So I hope you enjoy it. Read through it. Leave your comments below. And if you've got questions, which I know you will, send them in. I'll be more than happy to address them to you. Thank you and have a blessed day.